What's the word? You gains your boy UAB6 with another episode. Listen, this video I'm gonna make it for a few of my subscribers. They asked me, OG, can you break down my 8 angles? I'm gonna show you how I break down my 8 angles. I'm gonna show you how I do my pattern. Not everybody got the same head, shape, form, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody got the same crown. I just wanna put that disclaimer out there, you know what I'm saying? So you guys, make sure you do the best you can. Not everybody can get the same pattern, because I was trying to do a 360 easy pattern and I got a little close to it, but in the crown it was different. So you know what I'm saying, that when I became a waver, I wanted to become like a 360 easy flow, and I couldn't, you know what I'm saying, because we don't got the same hair, we don't got the same shaped head, you know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna do my best, break down my 8 angles, and you guys take it from there, you know what I'm saying. If I forget anything, you know what I'm saying, any information, this is improvising, you know what I'm saying. I'm not writing anything. This is off the dome. Every video that I make is off the dome. So I don't write anything. I just get the title right, you know what I'm saying. And thanks to you guys, for writing down in the comments and letting me know what type of video you want. This is for you guys, okay? I appreciate your help. Like, subscribe, you know what I'm saying. Show love to your boys. So let's start. I'm gonna show you my pattern. I just came out of work, so I'm gonna show you what I'm working with. And I'm gonna break it down the best I can, okay? Alright, you can see I'm working on my crown. My waist is still trash, you know what I'm saying. I took 3 months off, you know what I'm saying. I took 3 months off. I was just enjoying, you know what I'm saying, my vacation, chilling with my wife and family. So I had a mini fro. I just came back like a week ago, and this is what I got left. So I got a lot of work to be done, okay. I'm far from being elite, you know what I'm saying, but I'm gonna try my best, because by November, December, I'm cutting my hair and I'm gonna start a new journey, which is 720s. So it's gonna be my first time doing 720s, so let's see what happens. Okay, for angles, I'm gonna start with remember, we got 8 angles. It don't matter where you start as long as you finish your 8 angles, okay? So how I start my 8 angles is simple. I start here. I feel comfortable with starting here. So remember, you brush in 2 different sections. When I say different section, I'm gonna break it down. Your crown section is 1 section, and your 8 angles is another sections. That's how I brush. So you wanna have my pattern, you can follow my instincts, you can follow my style, and try to get the best out of it, okay? Maybe you get better than me. No, who never knows? Just gotta stay brushing. That's all I gotta say. You gotta stay consistent brushing. That's all. I just came back from 3 months without brushing, and this is it's kind of trash, but you know what I'm saying. I just gotta keep brushing. I cut it to 2 with the grain, so I could be able to have some room. You know what I'm saying. So the new pattern that I'm building, it'll be better. So as you can see right here. If you see these waves right here, I know you guys can see it. Right here, that's where I pull my brush forward, okay? That's to avoid overlapping. Why? Because this section right here, I brush it with my brush, okay? So I finish here. Every time that I brush right here, I finish here. And from here, I take over from here. So you see, everything is by sections. Remember that. When every time you do one angle, you do by sections. You don't want to overlap. You don't want to grab this pattern and bring it on top of the other one. You want everything to be in sections. Sections. You know what I'm saying? You get so used to doing it in section. That's how everything is gonna flow. Everything is gonna connect, and everything is gonna look nice. So that's what I learned. So I'm using a soft just to demonstrate, okay? So I start from here. So don't worry about where the brush is holding in the front. Focus about the back of the brush. See? Focus on the back of the brush. Back of the brush. That's your main focus. Don't worry about the front. It's the back of the brush. And start brushing your brush. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying to brush like a turtle. At the beginning, when you're learning your angles, you gotta start slow, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I do. I do it by sections. As soon as you get the pace, you know what I'm saying, you already know your angles. You see, you can pick it up. You can pick up the pace. But I'm not overlapping because the brush goes to the same place. But the beginning, focus. Always do it the same way every day. Every day you brush the same. Every day the same, every day the same. You brush every day the same way and you'll be elite before time. That's a promise. Trust me, man. This is how I scratch. When my waves is my hair is itching, I use my comb to scratch. Instead of getting my waves messed up, I'll scratch with this. Feels better. And your waves don't get messed up. Okay, so that's my first angle. Once again, let's start again. This is why I'm brushing right here. I know you guys can see it in the video. Right there. That's why I start. Forward. Okay? So when you get the angle, you can pick up the pace. You know what I'm saying? You can brush a little faster if you want. I'm not using top of the brush. I'm using the bottom. So I'm applying more pressure. I'm applying more pressure in the bottom. Okay? In the bottom. I'm not applying pressure on top. I cut it too, you know what I'm saying? Because most of my waves, they was already messed up, so. I cut it 2.5. I wanted to cut it 1.5, but I decided to just let me cut it 2, and I gotta brush more, but boom, okay? That's my first angle. My second one, you already know, is right here. I'm using half of the brush. I'm not using the whole brush. You don't want to overlap your angles, okay? I'm using half of the brush. I'm using this right here. Okay? Right here. You can see it too. It's a light brush. And I'm in the same waves too. Look, all the way here, all the way down. I'm brushing the same way. Okay, now this is where it comes to 540. A lot of wavers, they have it super slanted. A lot of wavers just like me, 180. I just slam like this. A lot of wavers, they slam over 720s. Okay, so it depends on you. This is where 540 shift in the top and the back. Okay, and the side. At the side, right side is like the 720s. So this is how I do it. I put the brush behind underneath the crown, okay? I'm pushing the brush here, from here, underneath the crown. From underneath the crown all the way forward. Not 360 forward, but 180 like this, which is 180, okay? Not 360. You could slant it, it don't matter. You can slant it really hard if you want. A lot of people have the real slant 540, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, slant 540 is supposed to be slant, okay? That's why I call it 540. So, a lot of people have it hybrid, almost it's like a 360 type. So, I don't have it slapped it, but I got enough to be a 540. So I put it under the crown, the tip of the brush. Whatever brush you have, flat. If you don't got this, if you got a Torino, whatever, you can put it there. It's the same thing. Just put a tip of it under, remember, under your crown. Under your crown, you're gonna push it forward. Under your crown. And take your time, okay? Do it slow until you get the hang of it. Don't get too close to your crown. Work around your crown, not in your crown. Around your crown. Take your time, let the brush flow, just push the flow, just push the brush, let the bristles do the job. Just make sure you maintain stiff wrists. Your wrist gotta be stiff, don't flick it, just keep it the same way. So that's the same way you're always gonna brush. Okay, that's my third angle. The fourth one, this is how I brush my fourth angle. As you can see, these two waves right here, this, I'm gonna push it like this, okay? From here, I'm gonna pull it straight forward, all right? Like this, forward, with the tip of the brush, and let the brush do the rest. Okay, look. All right. This is how I brush my 540. I know it looks kind of weird, but that's how I do it. All right. I did the 1, 2, 3, 4th. We're going to the 5th. Okay, so we already did this one, we did this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to the 5, which is right here, top of your ear. So this is how I do it in that side. You know what I'm saying? You find your own techniques, but this is how I do it, right? I come like this, you see? Look at the tip of the brush. Look at my tip of the brush. Now I get close to the crown, right? Look. Boom. And then I start brushing with the back of the brush. And I'm using just half. I'm just using this right here. Look, I start with the whole brush, right? Well, look, when I get on top of my ear, look, I'm using half of the brush. When I get close to my crown, look, I'm using just the tip of the brush. You see? When I get a little close to the crown, you see? At the same time, I did already the last 3 angles in one shot. You see? Look. Remember, you do your angles, however, you could do it vice versa. You could do your crown first, or you could do your pattern. You could do your pattern and then your crown. It don't matter. As long as you show love to both sides, you're good. You see in the back, okay, Remember, I did the surrounding top. Now I'm going to those on the bottom. This is the back. That's how I brush my back. You see how my brush is, right? My brush is not like this. My brush is like this. The opposite from the top. And it's not too close to the crown, as you can see. It's not too close to the crown. You see, I got a little lump here. I got a lump. So I brush on top of the lump so I could be able to get my hair waved up. A lot of people don't have it, but most of us do. So that's how you do it. That's how I waves my. This is how I brush my waves, okay? You guys was asking for this, so I feel more comfortable because I'm lefty. So if you right, do the same thing. It don't matter. Remember, it's tilt in the front and tilt in the back. So this is the results you're gonna get. And remember, my crown is not in the middle. It's not to the left. My crown is off center and it's up to the right. So as you can see, my crown where is that, right? Look at my crown where is that? That's my crown right here. Alright, so I got a swirly crown, so that's the reason why I choose to have a 360 swirl and a 540. And then what I do, I work with the crown. I shift, you know what I'm saying? I shift the brushes quick. Come with the brush for the crown real quick. Bust it down fast, you know what I'm saying? Boom. You always gotta work your crown, you always gotta work your pattern. I know a lot of wavies, they don't like working the crown because the crown is kind of uncomfortable because it's too small, but me personally, if I'm gonna have waves, I'd rather go all out and just, you know, this is just me. I'd rather go all out and just do everything. What's the point having flawless connections in your waves, but your crown is ugly, and you know what I'm saying? I respect my other waves, but if I'm gonna have waves, I'm gonna go loud and just brush my crown too. I don't comb a lot. Why? Because my hair is low, so I don't really need to comb a lot. So, alright, I already brushed my angle. So then you start again. You see? Start again the same way. So I'm gonna do a little faster so you guys could see how I brush. And spend at least 10 minutes in each side. You don't have to be here for 3 hours. My waist is ugly right now, man. I ain't gonna lie, but it will get better. You see, I'm going to the second angle. That's what I do, man. It's so simple. Right now they ugly, of course. I haven't brushed in 3 months. You know what I'm saying? They discombobulated, but I'll fix them. Boom. Now I'm going, remember, below your crown, forward. Below your crown, forward. You can slant it however you want to slant it. I slant it just 180. I don't want it too slanted. When I first became a waver, yes, I did. But then again, you know, I went back to 360 swirl, and that's why I brushed my 540. Below your crown, straight. Okay, that's how I do it. You know what I'm saying? Then you just pull Pull the waves that I told you. Pull them. I'm gonna pick up the camera a little so you guys can see a little better. I think right there. Pull all the way to your right. All the way. All the way to your right. All the way to your right. You see, I'm not moving the brush. I'm just making sure I'm pulling. Boom, just like that. And then you see, I'll go around a little bit. Boom, close to the crown. You see, I haven't overlapped yet. And that's it. That's my 8 angles. And I used to tip a little bit real gentle on my crown. You always gotta work your crown so your pattern can flow better and it looks better, you know. And you just gotta repeat it. Stay consistent, repeat the same angles every day. No overlapping, do by sections, you know what I'm saying? Every angle has a section. Every angle has a zone, you know what I'm saying, move. Every angle has the same different type of brush. Every angle is unique, just know that. So the same way you brush on this side, you don't brush on this side, unless you got a 360 beehive. But if you got a 540, 720, it's different angles. So I give you my breakdown on my pattern, you know what I'm saying? Hope you guys like it, you know what I'm saying? If anything I missed, you know, leave it in your comments. I read the comments, trust me. That's the reason why I drop videos, because you guys motivate me to keep dropping videos. Even though we got those haters and everything, I still love them. But I do this for the people that really want to have the waves. Not like me, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe better than me, because everybody got a different hand. I'm saying though, try it, you know what I'm saying? If it works and your waves came out flawless and hot, God bless you, man. You doing your thing, but I'm just saying, not everybody got the same thing, because I wanted to have 360 easy pattern, and it didn't work out for me. Maybe the head, we got different head, but it didn't work out for me. So I had to create my own 540. Remember, everybody got different 540s. Okay, so this is how I brush it. It's the same thing when I'm doing washing styles. Only thing, you got soap in your head. So it's gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? I just started brushing. It's gonna get better. The more you brush, the better your hair, you know what I'm saying, get waved up. So if your waves is not developed yet, that means you're not brushing enough, okay? And I'm not saying to spend 3 hours in the bathroom, but